The sign said "free" in red marker. That should have been my first warning. It was a Saturday morning in late September, the kind where the air feels thin and dry and everything looks slightly faded around the edges. My daughter Lily was 6 and obsessed with dolls. Not the shiny new kind, the older ones. The ones with porcelain faces and glassy eyes that seemed almost thoughtful. We were walking past a yard sale 3 blocks from our house when she saw it. The doll was sitting alone on a folding table at the edge of the driveway. No price tag, no box. Just propped upright in a tiny wooden chair, like it had been positioned to watch the street. It was old. Porcelain head, cracked slightly near the temple. Brown curls. A pale blue dress yellowed with age. Its painted lips were a shade too dark, almost maroon. "Daddy," Lily whispered, squeezing my hand. "She's waiting for me." I laughed. "Waiting, huh?" The woman running the yard sale was standing by a card table covered in kitchen junk. She looked tired, not old, just drained, shadows under her eyes like bruises. "How much for the doll?" I asked. She looked over. For a second, something flickered across her face. Not surprise, relief. "Oh," she said quickly, "that one's free." "Free? Please," she added too fast. "Take it." I should have asked why, but Lily was already cradling the doll, smiling like she'd found buried treasure. "Her name is Amelia," Lily said confidently. The woman stiffened. That's a pretty name," she muttered. I felt a chill then, because I was almost certain Lily hadn't heard anyone say that name. We took it home. The first night, Lily insisted Amelia sleep in her bed. Around 2:13 a.m., I woke to a soft thud, then another thud, thud, like something being gently knocked against a wall. I checked the hallway. Nothing. When I opened Lily's bedroom door, she was asleep, peaceful. The moonlight spilled across her pink blankets. Amelia was sitting upright at the foot of the bed. I was sure Lily had been cuddling it when she fell asleep. I told myself she must have moved it. Kids do that. I laid it down on the dresser before going back to bed. When I woke up the next morning, the doll was back at the foot of Lily's bed, sitting upright, facing the door. Things escalated quickly after that. The dog refused to enter Lily's room. He would stand at the doorway, whining, tail tucked, staring at the doll like it was breathing. The air in her room always felt colder than the rest of the house. And then came the first incident. Our neighbor, Mr. Halpern, had come over to return a package that had been delivered to his house by mistake. He adored Lily, always brought her candy. He stepped inside. Lily ran to show him her new doll. "She's beautiful," he said, leaning closer. The moment his fingers brushed Amelia's porcelain hand, he froze, not like he was startled, like something inside him had been unplugged. He collapsed. Paramedics said it was a heart attack. He'd had no prior heart issues. I remember standing in the driveway as they wheeled him out, and I glanced up at Lily's bedroom window. Amelia was there, sitting in the window, watching. That night I locked the doll in the hall closet. I didn't care if Lily cried. She screamed when she realized it was gone. Not a normal tantrum. It was guttural, animal. "She doesn't like the dark," Lily shrieked. "She doesn't like being alone." Around midnight, the closet door began to shake, slow at first, then violently, the handle rattling like someone was trying to tear it off from the inside. My wife clutched my arm. "That's not Lily." The temperature dropped so fast our breath fogged in the air. Then, silence. I opened the closet. The doll was gone. We found it back in Lily's bed, her small hand wrapped tightly around its waist. Her lips were moving, whispering. "She's hungry," Lily murmured in her sleep. The second death happened 3 days later. My wife. She had decided we were throwing the doll away. While Lily was at school, she grabbed a trash bag and stuffed Amelia inside. She didn't make it to the outside bin. I heard the crash from the kitchen. When I ran into the hallway, my wife was at the bottom of the stairs, neck bent at an angle that no neck should ever bend. The trash bag sat beside her, ripped open. The doll was nowhere in sight. Then I felt something brush past my leg. Light. Delicate. I looked down. Amelia was standing upright at the base of the stairs, her head tilted slightly upward, smiling. "I swear to you," the crack in her porcelain temple was gone. I tried to burn it. That night after Lily fell asleep, I took Amelia to the backyard fire pit. I soaked her in lighter fluid. I didn't hesitate. The flames roared up instantly, swallowing her tiny blue dress. But as the fire burned, something began to scream. Not from the flames, from inside my house. Lily. I ran inside. She was on her bedroom floor, writhing, clutching her chest, skin blistering as if she were the one inside the fire. I sprinted back outside and kicked dirt over the flames. The screaming stopped instantly. When the smoke cleared, the doll lay in the ashes. Perfect. Untouched. Her porcelain gleaming clean. And her lips, whiter. The final realization came too late. It doesn't kill randomly. It kills through attachment. The more you love it, the more it feeds. Mr. Halpern admired it. My wife tried to destroy it. Both gone. But Lily adored it. Every night I hear them whispering together. Not imaginary whispers. Two voices, one small, one older, layered. Sometimes I catch Lily standing in front of the mirror, holding Amelia up beside her face, comparing, as if measuring. Yesterday I found one of Lily's baby teeth placed carefully inside the doll's tiny porcelain mouth. This morning Lily wouldn't come down for breakfast. When I entered her room, she was sitting very still on the edge of the bed. Amelia rested in her lap, their heads tilted at the exact same angle. "Daddy," Lily said softly, but her voice didn't sound like hers anymore. It sounded layered, echoing. "She says I don't need you anymore." The doll's glass eyes shifted. Not much, just enough. And for the first time, I realized something far worse than a possessed doll killing people. It's not feeding on strangers. It's replacing my daughter. And I think it's almost done.